Okay, so from here on out, the punchline, all we're going to do is practice two-column proofs. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're going to do 7 together. You're probably going to be tired of my voice by the time this is all over. But two-column proofs are brand new, and we have an opportunity to refine our algebra skills. So it's going to be a pretty sweet video. All right, so suppose you were given the equation 4 parentheses 3x minus 1 close parentheses plus 9x equals 59. That we're going to prove that the one and only solution of this equation is x equals 3. All right, so remember, it's giving us this statement, so the first reason is given. Yay! All right, now I have 4 parentheses 3x minus 1. Recall, I'm allowed to distribute. So I'm going to get 12x minus 4 plus 9x equals 59. Technically, I should write distributive property of equality, but I'm just going to write distribute. We're going to be a little lazy, but however, I will put POE, property of equality. You might see it on like a Canvas quiz or somewhere else. Maybe you and your friends are going to research some two-column proofs on your free time for fun. You might see it there. All right, now, this wasn't written in above, but it's not addition. We have 12x and 9x. Even though we're adding 9x to 12x, since it's on the same side, it's combined like terms. All right, combine like terms, and we can write CLT. I know what CLT means. It doesn't stand for cucumber, lettuce, tomatoes. It stands for combine like terms, or you might even see the word simplify. All right, so that's just some stuff you can see. Me personally, if I was you, I'd write CLT. Now, this -4, we have to undo this -4. So typically in the future, we're not going to write this purple stuff, what I'm highlighting here, but I'm just emphasizing things. We're adding 4 to both sides. So since we're adding 4 to both sides, it's addition property of equality. All right, I'm going to be a little bit lazy and write addition POE, property of equality. Don't tell Miss Brickley that I didn't actually write out the whole thing. All right. And then it's 21 times x. Again, we don't really write divided by when we do two-column proofs. In fact, I'm going to delete that. We just kind of do it. If you need to do it on over off to the side, that's okay. But it's just, we're dividing both sides by 21, and I'm going to get x equals 3 because I did the division property of equality. So there's is. That's it. Bada bing, bada boom. All right, that's 1 down, 6 to go. Just repetition, more practice. Get really freaking sweet at this. All right, so this time we're given the stuff, all the statements we have. Yay, look at all this fun stuff. Now we got to figure out what in the tarnation is going on. What the heck did they do to get from one step to the next? So the first reason, hopefully you already have this filled out. It's always the first reason. It's given. All right, they gave us this equation. That was very nice of them. Who's they? I'm not really sure. All right, next we're subtracting 3x from both sides. So since we're subtracting from both sides, the reason is subtraction. Property of equality. All right, nextly, I'm getting rid of a -18 or a -18, I should say, by adding it to both sides. I added 18 to both sides, so it's addition. Property of equality. And then I divided both sides by 5. How do I undo 5 times x? We divide both sides by 5. So division, property of equality. Now 6 equals x, so x equals 6. Not symmetric, not transitive, or excuse me, not reflexive, not transitive. I actually said the word. It is symmetric. We swapped the order. So it's a symmetric property of equality. All right, seems easy enough, but remember, thousands of years ago, this was probably mind-blowing to the humans that walked the earth. Cool beans, all right? Cruising right along. 12x minus 3 parentheses x plus 7 equals 8x. So, first reason given. Alright, next, what am I going to do? I'm going to distribute this 3. 12x minus 3x minus 21. Alright, I'm distributing negative 3. Cool. Alright, now, since everything's on the same side, I'm going to be combining like terms. Combine like terms, or you might write, again, I'm the teacher, so I'm just trying to model or remind you what CLT stands for, and you might even see the word simplify. You don't have to write all this. You can write simplify, CLT, combine like terms. Just pick something to write. Okay, then I'm going to subtract 9x from both sides, so I'm going to get negative 21, and then 8x minus 9x is a negative x. I subtracted. Subtraction property of equality. Alright, and here, there's a couple things you could do. I like to think about dividing both sides by negative 1. How do you undo a negative? You can multiply whatever by negative 1 or divide. We're going to go ahead and divide and get 21 equals x, because I divided both sides by negative 1. And this is the division property of equality. And then lastly, what do I got? I'm just going to swap the order, put x on the left-hand side, and it's a symmetric swap. Alright, I swapped order. I swapped the order. Alright, that was 3 more practice problems. Going for the repetition. We're going to do 4 more practice problems. Stay tuned for the next video.